To God be the glory, great things he hath done. This is truly our testimony.
We are Dan and Beth Canavan, missionaries to Dublin, Ireland. Ireland is a country of great beauty, from green rolling hills to the rough and rugged Atlantic coast.
Its landscape is dotted with the ruins of many castles and monasteries.
Ireland is a country of great spiritual need. 78% of the people are Catholic. This is a drop from the 96% when we first came to Ireland.
Part of the decrease is the effect of immigration and their religious beliefs. Another contributing factor is the scandals that have rocked the Catholic Church and its institutions here in Ireland. Younger people in particular have turned to atheism and secularism.
The Catholic Church, however, still wields considerable power in the nation.
Our hope was that those who had turned from the Catholic Church would be more open to the gospel. Some were, but many have hardened their hearts. 2 Corinthians 4:4 tells us, "In whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Christ, who is the image of God, should shine unto them." The gospel is truly glorious. It is the power of God unto salvation to everyone that believeth.
Though Satan has fought hard to keep them enslaved and blinded to the gospel, we rejoice that greater is he that is in us than he that is in the world.
We've seen souls saved and lives transformed over the years, resulting in Hope Baptist Church. Let us tell you of some of the most recent salvation decisions.
Through our English class, we have seen several adults saved. Rakako, a Japanese young lady, began attending our class. Shortly after attending the class, she allowed me to do an evangelistic or salvation Bible study with her. She had very little to no background in the gospel, so it was several months of meeting with her once a week on Thursday evenings before she finally accepted Christ as her Savior. She was immediately filled with joy, and she looked forward to being baptized. Sadly, her family called her home to Japan before that could happen because her grandfather was dying. But spending time with her grandfather in his last few months of life, she was able to see her grandfather accept Christ as his Savior just a few weeks before he passed away.
These have all been reached with the glorious gospel of Christ in our new building, our current building. It has been a journey to acquire this building. The journey began with meeting with just a couple of men in our home. The next step of the journey was to rent a community center once a week for 2 hours on a Sunday evening. God led to the next step of renting a premises that would be ours 24/7.
Though not large, it accommodated our small group of people. Here, we grew and filled the space. We started having double services, and God blessed so that both services were completely full. We needed a larger building.
At just the right time, a larger building that even looked like a church became available. After months of wrangling and negotiating with the owners, God answered our prayers and allowed us to rent this larger building. It is our current location. Another step of the journey was taken.
God opened up yet another step, a seemingly impossible step in our journey, buying our current building.
The price was high. How could we ever come up with a down payment? We began to pray and give towards a down payment.
God miraculously provided a large gift from someone we'd never met. We continued to pray and give.
God provided so many answers to prayer. We've reached a major milestone in the planting of a Baptist church in Dublin, Ireland.
We've signed the contract to buy this building and should go to closing in a very short time, just a matter of weeks.
Once the mortgage is paid down, Hope Baptist Church should be well able to pay their own pastor.
Hope Baptist Church in Dublin, Ireland will then be truly independent.
The job of planting this church will then have been seen through to completion. To God be the glory. We're grateful for the part played by Fairhaven Baptist Church in this church plant for many years. May God be glorified through it for generations to come.